Hi YouTube, and welcome to a video by the Unlucky Lads. This will detail the raid intel skips and black box locations on critical, regular and low for the raid starting the 17th June running through to the 23rd June, which is Project Titan week 291. Thank you as always for supporting our channel each week. We really appreciate our fans and hope you'll all continue to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or even donate using the link in our description. We make these raid intel and black box videos every week for you, and your support drives us to keep making them, which allows you to quickly complete the raids and collect the black boxes as soon as the Project Titan week begins. For critical this week, the modifiers will be Darkest Night, Realistic Reload, and 3 hearts. And using the intel skips, you'll need to begin by grabbing 1 intel at abandoned site to the west of Golem Island, known as the Fishing Village. Once you have that, you can input the password into the node at the top of Chemical Pipeline, which will open up Baal at the chemical refinery. After you've beaten the tank Titan, you can head into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 2 intels at Salamander. Then the interrogation of the sniper at Camp Phoenix, and lastly, inputting the password he gives you into the node at Testing Zone, where you can take down the Flying Titan. Then Supercomputer just requires the 4 nodes at Missile Site Ruins to be pressed together in order to gain access to the building in the sea. Once you've beaten Gargoyle and Supercomputer, you can move into Sector 3. For Cerberus this week, you'll need 2 intels at Prototype Workshop, before getting a further 1 intel at Traces of Ancient Ruins, which is the cave next to Scandium Mine. Then you can interrogate the bandaged guy at Red Phoenix. Before inputting the password, he gives you into the node at the top of Lava Duct. Once you've done all that, you'll have access to Cerberus at the top of Lava Shield, where you can complete the raid this week. And if you're looking for the black boxes on critical this week, there are 2 in Sector 1, the first at Satellite Dish and the other is at Chemical Pipeline. Then there will be 2 boxes in Sector 2, the first at Camp Phoenix and the other at Missile Site Ruins. And finally, there's 2 in Sector 3, the first at Prototype Workshop with last at Lava Duct. As you may be aware, the Unlucky Lads main creator needs to step away for some time, so we are looking at voice solutions going forwards. The best options seem to be using AI to assist, and we are currently looking at a paid option to use more voices, so if you can help support our channel in any way, it would really help us out. A massive thanks to those who have donated, subscribed, commented, or even liked our videos. We would honestly be nothing without you, and therefore want to thank you for your patience while we adjust. So on critical this week, the highlight for modifiers has to be Darkest Night, which we know puts a number of players off the raid. In fact, we tend to play the majority of it with thermals instead, because the night vision doesn't seem to be bright enough. If you find that as well, do bear in mind that you can use a black and white night vision through certain headgear, or even an enhanced one by using the Pathfinder class. Regarding the main point for the intel trail on critical this week, we think it has to be the 4 nodes at Missile Site Ruins in Sector 2. This is for 2 reasons. Firstly, because it's the shortest gather for any Titan this week, but secondly, because it can be done after the Gargoyle fight and en route to Supercomputer, which can help save some time. However, if you have any problems, please comment below and we'll try to help you out so you can finish the raid and earn those rewards. Moving on to regular and low. There are no modifiers and it does just use last week's critical intel and black box locations. So begin by collecting 1 intel from the Cold War site to the northwest of Golem Island. After you have that, you can input the password into the node at Heliport to grant access to Baal at the chemical refinery. And once you beat the tank Titan, you can head into Sector 2. Gargoyle requires 3 intels at Salamander, before interrogating the 2 redheads, one at Camp Phoenix, and the other down at Missile Site Ruins. Once you've interrogated both guys, you'll need to input the password into the node at Testing Zone. For Supercomputer, there is no intel required, so you can just go straight to the Quantum boss battle to defeat it. With Gargoyle defeated at Testing Zone and the Supercomputer beaten at the building in the sea, you can head into Sector 3. Here you'll notice no intel is required for Cerberus either, so you can head straight up to Lava Shield and finish the raid once you beat the final boss. And if you're looking for the raid chest this week, there are 2 black boxes in Sector 1, the first at Satellite Dish and the other is at Heliport. Then there will be 2 boxes in Sector 2, the first at Salamander and the other at Missile Site Ruins. But due to the free Titan in Sector 3, there aren't any black boxes here this week. Now let's take a quick look at the regular and low recap, which as you can see is just last week's critical raid but without the modifiers and is slightly less difficult. Bear in mind you can still get some awesome rewards playing both of these raids, but only regular will have level 300 drops, because low has a maximum of level 250 for gear and guns. That's all for now. We hope you've enjoyed our Intel and Black Box video enough to leave a like and comment, plus subscribe or donate if you haven't already. Please also continue to let your friends know about our channel, because all of your support drives us to make our content. So until next time, peace out. The Unlucky Lads.